This is Me Before Mom, the podcast that helps moms stay connected to themselves while doing the most important job they'll ever have. And I'm your host, Bert Anderson. Today's Be Better At is being better at supporting people who are depressed. Yes, you should be friends with people who are depressed as well. I got to put a little bit of a light spin on this. That's why I'm trying to put a light spin on it. So how can you be a better friend or family member, support system, rather, with somebody who is depressed? We talked about this kind of at great length before, but I'm going to touch on the key points that I see. So first things first, you're not going to shame the depressed person by telling them to snap out of it or knock it off or change their attitude. It's dumb to say that because they can't just snap out of it. It's not that easy. If it was that easy, nobody would be depressed and we wouldn't be talking about this as a disease. The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to check in on that person periodically. You don't have to do it daily. You don't want to be a nag. But I would say 2 times, 3 times a week, send them a text, call them. If they don't respond to you, don't be offended or feel like they're not returning the favor. And, I'm not saying that you have to have a low expectation for somebody who's depressed, but when they are depressed, you need to lower your expectations as far as communication goes. Understand that the simple act of reaching out is enough for them. And when they come over on the other side, they'll appreciate it. And they'll thank you for it. Lastly, the thing I'm going to say is make sure that when you're supporting somebody who is depressed, don't ask them questions about them. I mean, it's a hard thing to kind of articulate, but what I'm trying to say is if you are having an honest conversation with somebody who's depressed and you want to know how can you help them, ask them, like, how can I support you? Don't say things to them like, well, are you doing this? Maybe you should not take medication and you should just change your diet. Yes, somebody has said that to me before. I wanted to punch them in the face. I didn't though, because I don't know how to punch people. So you're not there to offer advice. If they're telling you that they struggle with depression, they have a team already, hopefully, who's behind them, who is going to help them with those things. It's not your job to be the crusader of people who are depressed. Don't do that. Ask them how, I'm really sad to hear that, that you have depression. How can I help you? Like, what can I do to be a better friend? And then listen, a lot of times all I want is for people to listen. And sometimes I want for people to just pet me and tell me I'm pretty when I'm depressed. That's all I want. I just want you to say, you know what, Bert, I really love you. You're just so great. And for that 30 seconds, I will feel good. And then it may go away in the next 20 minutes, but it matters. So don't make it about you. Don't try to change whatever treatment plan your depressed friend or relative is on. Kind of lower your expectations as far as communication goes, and don't tell them to snap out of it because they can't snap out of it. If they could snap out of it, they would, and then nobody would be depressed if only it were that easy, but it's not. And that is how you can be a better supportive friend. That's all we have. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to connect with me on bertanderson.com and please visit our website, matriarchdm.com, for all of the show notes and to hear other awesome podcasts.